I thought I was recording and I wasn't. I was just sitting here talking to myself. So, welcome back. I'm sorry it's been a while. Um, I have had a lot going on these past couple of weeks while I prepared for my craft fair and my boyfriend's health unfortunately had a few setbacks. Um, so it's a little much going on right now. So I'm a little stressed, and unfortunately, I'm one of those people that when I get overly stressed, I get emotional and I cry. I don't know why. It's just always been me. I cry when I get stressed. So if I break down in tears, I apologize because there's so much going on. Anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping we do really well with this craft fair. I've been keeping tabs on the sellers that are listed and everything, and um, they have sent out three different lists, three different tables layouts, but in every layout, we're kind of in the center aisle, which is great. But we went from being between two different vendors to being on the corner, like on the end of the aisle, which might actually help sell a little bit more. Because if we're on the end, then I could add some wreaths on the back side of my booth, of like my displays as well, like my extras, to kind of like draw the extra attention in. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Okay. Sorry, I decided to add these cute little handmade with love tags to my candles. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. But it says, thank you, handmade with love, especially for you. And they didn't come with the candles, they came with the soaps boxes. So I bought it with the soaps, put them all on the soaps, and I was like, I think I have enough for candles. That would be cute with the candles. So added them to the candles. And they're actually turning out really well. Very, very surprised. Okay. Sorry about the noise behind me. Or around me. I am doing some laundry. But I have found that I don't know if anyone has any good like recommendations when you're super stressed of what to do. Anything will be helpful. I try to stay busy. Like I try to craft so I'm not sitting around crying. Like I'm about to do again. Okay. So I try to stay busy, which is why I'm like in like full blown. Oh my god, my craft fair is in 2 days. Nothing is packed in the car or our Tahoe. Nothing has price tags on it. Like my wreaths, I bought these little tags on Temu to just write down the number, like how much it is. Yeah, I haven't done any of that. Because like I said, I mean, we've been busy. And we've had a health scare, and Wes is my priority. Nothing came above Wes. He was in the hospital, I was right there with him. Because that is me. That will always be me. That's always been me. I am just that type of person that when you're sick, I'm there. I don't go anywhere. I don't run and hide. I face it head first. What happened when my dad was in the hospital? I didn't leave. I was forced to leave when all I could do was cry when he didn't know who I was years ago. But other than that, I'm not one to leave. I'm not a leaver at all. And Wes was my priority. He's still my priority. He will always be my priority. Making sure he is happy and loved and that we get his health under control is my biggest concern. And yes, I felt like I needed to say all of that um, for different reasons, but I'm not going to say exactly what those reasons are, but I felt like I needed to say those. But anyways, oh, I just realized I don't think I have prosthetics on everything I'm taking. Okay, but I'm going to show you guys. Look, see this? Well, it's my Santa Claus. He's going with me. Yep, I'm going to try to sell him and get rid of him. Like, I love him. I worked really hard on him. He took forever because I literally had to draw out how I wanted him to be. If that makes any sense. Like, some wreaths, I'll look at it and I'm like, bam, I know what I'm going to do with you. Santa is made out of the wired Dollar Tree pumpkin forms. Yeah. I don't exactly remember how I made them. I mean, I do, but I don't. But I know I still have it at home. I drew it out on a piece of paper and drew out where I wanted what to go where. Like how I wanted it, how I wanted to do the hat and the fur and the beard. And he looks really good, not gonna lie. Not a big fan of the way I did Mrs. Claus though. For some reason she didn't turn out as pretty. And I don't love her as much, so I'm not taking her with me. Wes thinks I should, but I'm not. But yeah, I'm excited and I'm nervous and I'm just hoping that we get busy and that we sell a lot and it just helps to relieve some of the stress that I can't quit crying about. Like, I literally hate that about myself. I cry when I'm stressed. I hate it. And it's because it's so frustrating because it makes me look weak. And I'm not weak. Maybe when it comes to lifting heavy objects, yes, but not when it comes to being there for those that I love. I'm not a weakling when it comes to that, but I feel like I am because I cry when I get stressed. Like, seriously, does anybody else do that? Does anybody else just cry when they're stressed because they can't either get what somebody said to them or the way they looked at them or something out of their heads that just eats them up so much that not only can they not sleep, they can't eat because their stomach's upset, and they can't quit crying because they're overly stressed about what was said, or how it was said, or how they looked when they said it, or all of the above. In my case, it's more than one thing that happened, more than one. It's not just Wes's health, it's several other things that have just added to this and just made everything worse. But Wes, of course, does not look at me like I'm a weakling or that I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart, he hasn't looked at me any differently. If he has, it's been purely love. Purely love, that's all it is. And knowing that he loves me like that kind of helps to ease the situation a little bit. Not completely, because it doesn't. The situation has me not wanting to see certain people because of it, but I can't do that. So I'm just gonna have to try to, bite my tongue and not say anything for a while and just kind of Two of them, unfortunately, I cannot use those stickers because I thought it was glue and it's actually tape, but it ripped one of my stickers, and I forgot to go to the bank, so it's okay. It's my fault. I got busy doing laundry and wanted to do a little video with you guys. I will be taking some videos tomorrow or Saturday at our craft fair. So they would definitely be on TikTok and probably on our Instagram as well. Well, my Instagram. I will try to add them on here as well, which I kind of have to, you know, I kind of have to, considering the fact that you guys were some of the first people to find out about the craft fair and how I didn't get into the other two that I applied for. And okay, so now they all have these cute little twine bows with a tag. Easy peasy. Okay. Kind of wish I had just double knotted that and left it at that. Oh well. So, let me go ahead and put this in here. And for some reason, y'all, I had it in my head that people were going to buy more than one candle, and I didn't need anything else. They were just going to buy 2 candles, and I was going to set them in the same bag. They're glass jars. I didn't think about this. I was watching a YouTube video the other day of, I don't know if it was seller tips or what it was, but it was about a craft fair, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot one of the most important things when selling candles, and that is how to get it packaged safely so it can go home in one piece. Oops. So I bought some tissue paper to wrap the candles in. I literally forgot that. I don't know how I forgot that. I feel like a crazy person because I've just been so out of it, but it's just where I'm stressed, you know? So, the other day, Wes and I, well, it was mostly me because he isn't feeling all that great. So it was mostly me because I forced him to sit and relax and let me do the picking up of the displays and everything. I allowed him to set up the table because I didn't want him to do anything that would hurt himself. And he's like, babe, I'm fine. But in my mind, he's falling apart and I need to do it. Like, you can't do it, I need to do it, you know? Anyways, so we set it up and I figured out that all of my candles were not my candles, my soaps, and the wax melts. I didn't want them all piled up on the table. I didn't want them to look bad, all scattered along the table. Cute. Okay, sorry. So, I thought about it, and a few years ago, I bought this, wooden tray to decorate with on the mantle, and, didn't really think anything of it, because I have some clear, acrylic, ladder style, shelving, 2-tiered, I think, that I bought to use to decorate on the mantle for Christmas. So, I came in the house, I was looking for those, and I couldn't find it, but I found the wood tray. So, I'm like, this might work. So, I lugged it out to the garage, and I was like, this is gonna work. So, the way we set it up, which I'll add pictures at the end to give you guys an idea as to what I'm talking about, because I probably sound like a crazy person right now. I feel like a crazy person, so I probably sound like a crazy person. So each crate will hold 6. So I have 2 on each end. So there's 2 here, here, and then in the middle I have 1. So there's an empty spot here next to the 2 boxes. So I took 2 tumblers out of their boxes and set them in the middle. I'm like, oh, this is cool. But I was talking to Wes about it when he came home, and I was like, does this look okay? And I was like, or should I put them on top? So I set them on top, and he's like, that. So the tumblers are going to go on top, like the display tumblers. Of course, I'm selling them as well, but the ones for show, just to show, hey, this is what I've got. Each tumbler gets their own like little box with their extra straw. The straw doesn't fit in the box. I don't know why, but the straw does not fit inside the decorative box. Oh well. Y'all, I bought 1,000 pack of stickers for 12 wax melts. I'd put them on my wreaths, but it'll ruin my wreaths, and I'm not doing that. I worked too hard on them, so. But it's obvious the wreaths were handmade with love, correct? I'm gonna say yes. Anyway, so we figured out the tumbler situation, and you know, this one messed up, and I don't know how, and I don't know why, but because I poured them and didn't touch them, and then this one looks like it's been grabbed, but nothing touched it, but it's boxed. But no, nothing touched it while it cooled, so I am not sure what happened to that one. Smells really good though. Like, my tummy can't handle vanilla, but my nose loves it. I typically do drink a vanilla caffeinated drink. I'm just saying, right now, it's not going to work where I'm so stressed out. I don't know why that one looks like that either. I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine. Perfectly fine. No big deal. Anyways, so the kites are going to be on 2 different sides. They're kind of like centered-ish on the table, and the tray will go on top of that, kind of like even it out, so I have like layers. And so the candles, which they're small, like 7-ounce jars, they're gonna go on the table themselves. So the candles are going to be by themselves under the on top of the table, just on the table. The soaps and wax melts I have bundled into the tray, and that's going to go in between the 2 crates. So I'm probably not explaining this very well. Like I said, I haven't had my caffeine today, I have a slight headache, and it's just stressor on top of stressor on top of stressor on me. So half of what I said probably don't make sense, and I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to sound like a normal person when I feel like I'm dying inside. Okay. So, anyways, I'm really excited about this, and I'm also like extremely nervous because I'm like, well, what if it doesn't sell? What if this doesn't sell? What if that doesn't sell? And Wes is like, don't worry about it. It's fine. But in my head, I'm like freaking out about it. Like, it's not fine. It's not fine. You know? It's not gonna go be a-okay until I see my wreaths being sold. Until I, for a fact, sell a wreath. You know? I'm not gonna feel accomplished until that moment happens. Like, I've sold wreaths on Etsy. Yes. But have I sold them in person to anybody? No. Like, not at all. Like, ever. I made wreaths for my mom, of course, but I didn't make her paint me. Just decorations I gave her. So, yeah. Really kind of stressing about it. Kind of worried. Kind of making myself sick thinking about it again. Especially with everything else that's going on. Like I said, I'm not going to tell what exactly is going on. Like I said, I'm not going to tell exactly what's going on because, no offense, it's not really your business. But there's just a health concern and a very stressed, very worried girlfriend involved. Yes, I am still just his girlfriend. We have talked about a future together, and he wants the future together, and I honestly cannot wait for that to happen. Like, at all. Like, I'm so looking forward to the moment that I can say I do to the love of my life. I love that new washer. Our old washer squealed and whined and cried, and it sounded like it was dying every time we ran it. This one thankfully does not. It's actually very quiet. Okay, so I have got. Hang on, let me show you. Well, that's not going to show you anything because you're still seeing my face. Oh, look, there's Santa. Like, I have to cut a few, like, zip ties off where I had to zip tie the sides of his hair, like the loan reports, but he is so cool looking. Okay, sorry, not what you were supposed to be seeing, but he is so cool looking. Is he not? Make him out of a pumpkin frame. Yes, pumpkin frame, and then boom. For some reason, when I got them in last year, I instantly saw Christmas. I don't know why or what was going on in my head, but I saw pumpkin frames and I saw Christmas. I saw Santa, Mrs. Claus, I saw Frosty, and I think that's all I did. I think that's as far as I got last year. Because Christmas has unfortunately become one of the dreaded holidays of my life. So my late great uncle, who treated me like one of his grandkids, um, even though he couldn't have kids, he treated us like we were his grandkids, me and my sisters. Christmas was his favorite time of year. So when we lost him back in 2014, um, I promised myself that I wouldn't let anything ruin Christmas. Then a few years ago, my papa on my mom's side got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, to put it mildly, and was given 6 months to live right before Christmas. He had um, he ended up having a brain surgery on December 21st, and his wife, my mama, she wanted to wait till he came home to do Christmas with the family. We lost her December 30th of that year. And um, then we lost Papa on Valentine's Day the following year. Like, he gave up after we lost Memo. Sorry, crying again. But anyways, so for me, Christmas just brings all those feelings back up of of hearing that he had cancer. Then hearing Mom wake me up 6 something in the morning, December 30th, just to tell me Memo was gone. I didn't believe it. I'm like, you mean Papa, right? Because it was, she said Mom, which it was her mom. I'm like, you mean Papa, right? She's like, no, and I'll just have Wes. Then again, I wouldn't be able to do this without his support. I wouldn't. Without the support of Wes and the love that I feel from him, I couldn't do this. I literally couldn't. And it just, looking back through everything I went through, I'm always like, why did it take that situation for me to find Wes, find my person, the one that I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with? I don't know. But I do know I wouldn't appreciate him as much had I not gone through that difficult situation. I wouldn't. I wouldn't love him as much because I've been unloved. I've felt unloved. I've felt unwanted by people who claim they love me. I felt unwanted, uncared for, unloved, and it's a terrible feeling. Like, I hate feeling that way. It sucks. Um. So, anyway, let me show you the way I'm gonna do my soaps and my wax melts. Okay, so like I said, I wasn't gonna do the ties on all of them at first. I was just gonna do one, and I think this is the one that had it. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, wait a second here. This can be opened and snipped. The candles can be opened and snipped. Why do these, which are the same scent as everything else, have to be removed from their packaging and then sniffed to be put back in their packaging for me to put this on in the craft fair? Nope. So we did our pumpkin pie, our apple cinnamon, our caramel, or if you say it caramel, it's caramel to me, and from where I'm from, and my vanilla. And then I kept this like the same: pumpkin pie, my apple cinnamon, my caramel, and vanilla. This is actually pink. I don't know why it shows up orange. These are unfortunately yellow. So I ended up running out of orange after I made like 4 bars of soap. That's all I got out of orange. So the rest of them have a yellow tint, but it's the same scent, so not too worried. But yeah, that's how we'll do that. In between 2 crates, of course, on the table. And you guys missed it, but my bad knee just popped like mad, and oh my gosh, that hurt. Whew. That almost brought me back to tears. Oh, that really hurt. Oh, also, I I couldn't find a sign or a company that or a company that sold a sign that I would want, that I didn't want to spend like 200 plus on or like 80 on, because girl, a little cheap right now. So my sister, when she got engaged, she bought this little, like, it's kind of like a felt sign, but you push like the letters into. I don't know what they're really called, but that's what it looks like. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect. And then I bought the square reader, and Wes was like, don't use the sticker part of it. Can you put that somewhere? So this is what I'm gonna do for my sign. There we go. So I got my business name, Recent Things by RL, which is me, and then my square reader sign showing that I accept Apple Pay, Google Pay. I do not want to accept Cash App. Oh, I don't even know what JCB is. It might be a card. I'm not really sure, but oh well. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Like I said, I even have a push pin in it to keep it secure-ish. So, like I said, y'all, I'm excited. I'm nervous, and I am stressed upon stressed upon stressed out. And I didn't think I could get that stressed. Like, I've had a lot of stressful moments in my life. A lot. And, because y'all, let me tell you, some people don't know this about me. I like to brag about myself when it comes to, my education, because I worked really hard on it. Not know why I'm just holding a pen, but I'm holding a pen. So when I was in high school, I took a lot of dual enrollment classes, so I didn't have to worry about those like prereqs when I went to college. And so I graduated high school with like 40 to 43 college credits and like 36 or 37 high school credits. Yeah, that's because I kicked my tail and worked my butt off, stressed myself out more than I should have, but I did it myself. Like, I didn't ask for anybody's help. I didn't go and cry to mommy and daddy, I can't figure this out. No, I did it all on my own. And so that was able to get me into college. Unfortunately, I had to go to this local community college because we couldn't afford anything. But I got a really good education after switching majors to my first year. Let me put it this way. Nursing classes are not to be taken when you have severe chronic complex migraines when you get stressed. Yeah, I had a migraine the entire last month of nursing classes. The entire last month. And the first semester, and it was like one of those 2-year programs, so it was like a super fast paced. Teachers weren't teaching me a lick bit of anything. The only thing I was really learning were the skills, because they weren't teaching me anything. I did not feel taught. And I'm not one of those people that teach myself certain things. Like, if you're teaching me how to, be a nurse, you kind of need to teach me how to be a nurse. I'm not supposed to teach myself, Anyways, so, nursing was not for me. So I switched majors and ended up taking like kind of like a receptionist degree for the medical office. Aced those flying colors, no problems. Then my advisor at the time was trying to convince me to take. Hang on a second.
Breeze and partly cloudy there. Today it'll be rainy with a forecasted high of 72 and a low of 53. By the way, do you want to set your home to home?
Yes.
Your home is already set to home.
Then what ask me? Anyways, so my advisor convinced me to take medical coding classes. So it took a few months to convince me, because I graduated in May of 2017 with my receptionist degree in the medical office. It's technically a medical office specialist degree. That's what it's called, but it's practically a receptionist degree just for the medical office. Anyways, so graduated in May of 2017 with that one. And y'all, that graduation, nobody who was there will ever forget it. Because it poured the rain. Everybody was soaked, even the graduates who sat underneath the tent, because the college was on a hill. Graduation tent was at like the bottom of the hill. Like, there was a flat parking lot at the base, underneath the bottom of the college. So the parking lot was big enough to hold the graduation ceremonies, and there's a hill underneath it. So guess what? All that water that was hitting the top of the college was running down the hill and pulling at our feet. So our feet stayed soaked. And then we stayed soaked. It was crazy. Something I will never forget. But it was worth it, because I graduated from college. Like, that's a big moment. That's a big step for a small town girl who didn't really think she could afford to go to college. But I did it. And always wanted to. It's just the fact, it's not cheap. And now I just work at home, which is both a blessing and a curse. A blessing because it's not as stressful as other jobs are. I don't really have to interact with that many people, which is great sometimes. But it's a curse because I don't interact with people like I talk to myself or my cats when I'm at my house. That's it. And my mom, of course. But I have no like people interaction until Wes comes home. Then I have Wes till we watch TV. That's okay because I'm laying on his chest and I hear his heartbeat. I love hearing that. Like, it just, even when I'm stressed or I'm upset with him, or if it's just been a rough day, like, hearing his heartbeat is the most relaxing thing I've ever heard in my life. God, I'm crying again. I told you, I've been extremely stressed. And when I cry, it's because I'm stressed. Sorry. Okay, so I probably need to make a list and start checking things off my list on what I have packed for my craft fair, because otherwise your girl's going to get even more stressed out and something will be forgotten and someone will be in trouble. So thanks for watching. Sorry if most of it was just me rambling. Like I said, sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. So I talk to you guys when I can. Sorry it took so many months. I might have actually just been one, but I'm sorry it's taken so long to get a video out to you guys. I've had a lot going on, like mentally, emotionally. It's just been rough. I'm sorry. I know that's not really an excuse, and I'm sorry. But I'm trying. I'm just little me. So I'm doing my best, which is all I can do. So if you are new here, thank you for stopping by. There will be more coming up. Not all of my videos are this depressing. It's just what's going on in my life right now. It's just a lot. Not all of them are this depressing. I don't typically cry on my videos. But so anyways, if you are a member, like I'm not a member, if you already subscribed, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I really do. And I'm once again so sorry for the month long wait for an actual video. And I'm sorry it's kind of a depressing one. I apologize. But you know what? My craft fair is coming this Saturday. 2 days. Because today is Thursday. Craft fair will be here Saturday. So I am in full blown panic mode, trying to get everything done. I still haven't updated my Square card reader yet. Like I got it weeks ago and it's sitting in the garage right now in a box or in a tub. It's prepared to go. But I didn't connect it to my phone. I literally just opened the box, pulled it out, and went, oh, okay, this is cool. I gotta go home. So, yeah, that's how that went. Anyways, so I need to reach out to Wes, see if he needs me or not. Sorry, random. That popped on my head. So there will be more coming up. I will do some videos of my craft fair and of my booth and our display. Like, I'm excited about it, so stick around, stay tuned. More are coming, I promise. So stay with me, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. We'll talk to you next time.